for a new and different perspective every week on LEGO sets, news, media, and more. You're listening to the BCC Podcast.
Today is Friday, September 6th of 2019, and you're listening to episode 207 of the BCC Podcast. I'm Ford, and here with me today is LQ.
I was wondering if you knew what episode number it was.
Of course I knew. I keep track of these things. I don't have to ask you every time.
Yes, you do.
But not this time! But not this time.
Okay.
I'm also here with Malurs.
I am having trouble breathing. How about you?
Mood. I actually had a small asthma attack this week.
Oh.
I had to use my rescue inhaler. It was not fun. I had to go home early from work.
That
You
sounds
get to
like
go
fun.
home early from work and that happens? I just keep going.
Well, yeah. I mean, I
Well,
asked,
that
like,
happens
hey,
to
is
me
there
much
anything
more
else I need to do
often.
today? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, cool. Can I go home?
Oh, I can go. Once I finish training, it looks like almost every Friday people get out early at my job. But I can't take it
Yeah,
until
it's
I
like
finish
I
training.
didn't have very much else to do that day anyway, so it was fine. But yeah, I had an asthma attack. Last but not least, I am here with Glenda.
I'm here with all these happy little asthma people.
I don't think Mal has asthma.
He can
I have
try.
not been diagnosed yet. It's in the family, though, so it's theoretical.
He's an honorary
Well, you've
But
missed
I
out
have
on a
an
lot of
attack.
other things in the family, so...
Bruh.
Whether that be good or bad, I don't know.
Ford.
For
Ford, just you've said the intro. You've said your piece. Just
Fine, I'll let you people talk.
okay.
So we've got two main topics today, because it's still slow news, and I've been busy adjusting to my new schedule and haven't had time to plan out any of the topics that I really want to talk about.
or eat.
Or sleep.
Yeah, it's just sometimes. I actually haven't missed a meal yet.
Well, that's good.
I just
You've
haven't
thought
had...
about it.
Yeah, oh wait, no, I did miss breakfast
At least you
yesterday.
didn't miss any days like Orion did that one time.
That'd be very bad if I missed a day.
Yeah.
I don't have
I missed
time
like
for
a
that.
fraction of a day. I still don't know what happened with that.
But, both of which are things that we've talked about recently and kind of updates on them with more information. We have the LEGO Star Wars UCS Imperial Star Destroyer and the LEGO Ideas 2019 second review stage. We're going to start with what I consider the more boring, the UCS Star Destroyer.
Okay.
All right.
It's very large.
Well, first off, it's set 75252. It has 4,784 pieces and retails for $700. Though I will point out that a lot of the pieces are very, very large tiles.
Wow.
Though still the price to piece ratio doesn't seem that great, and
How,
it comes with two
hang on,
minifigures.
How large of a tile are we
This
talking
thing
here?
comes with two.
Yeah, it only comes with two
Yeah.
minifigures.
Yep.
How large are
Wow.
what, Ford?
How large are these tiles?
Well, you can see them. They're
You
right
can
at the top.
see them. Now, I wish that it would
There's
give
a
in
lot of
measurements
tiles
how big
here.
the thing is.
It's a big
Wait, no,
bright
it's like
triangle,
41
man.
inches across? Is that what it
I
says?
have no point of reference for how big 41 inches is.
It's
Well,
I think
how
it's
big is a
well,
foot? 12
I was
inches.
looking online, specifically Eurobricks. They're good
So
about the
it's
whole
like
Euro thing.
3.5 feet.
And it's about a meter long.
Yeah.
Ford, that gives me even less of an idea.
Three of your...
Have you
a
never
little over three
had a
of your
meter stick?
feet.
It's about 3 feet, yeah.
yeah, so not that terribly big.
It's about the size of a small child.
How much was the
Depends
Millennium
on how
Falcon?
small.
Wait, was the
Big.
Millennium Falcon also 700?
The Millennium Falcon
Um,
was 800.
Was 800.
and
yeah.
it came with like
Okay.
55% more parts.
I would really rather have the Millennium Falcon than this.
Yeah.
Also, the Millennium Falcon is way more detailed because it's a smaller ship that they, really just...
Yeah, this
Went
isn't
all
even to
in
scale.
on-
It also has
Yeah.
an interior, and it is to scale, and it has more minifigures, and it spans 2 trilogies. So
Yeah, this one seems like it's a lot of. I
Wait,
don't
no,
wanna
this
say
was just
busy
in the
work,
trailer for
but-
for
what's up?
this version of the Star Destroyer was in the last Rise of Skywalker
No,
trailer.
that one has red, like red paint on the sides.
Wait, that was the Republic
No,
one then?
no, the new one has like red streaks on the sides, kind of like outlining the triangle shape. How do I know this? But you don't.
Yeah,
I saw the
how do
trailer,
you
like,
know
twice.
this, Ford?
I watched it once and saw it, and I'm bad with reds.
I didn't-
Okay?
Catch that at all, like, but
They just looked like old Star Destroyers to me.
Because apparently you need a grid of them. Who knows?
okay.
But yeah, I mean, it looks fun to build.
My comment from earlier was that it looks like a lot of the areas are just filled up with busy work, sort of.
That's kind of the point.
Well, that's how a Star Destroyer
Yeah.
is.
It's basically
It
a giant
is,
Greeble
but,
pyramid thing.
It's not visually interesting enough for me to contemplate buying it, if that
Like-
makes sense.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
contemplate buying it just because I could buy Ninjago City and a couple modular buildings for this price.
Also, think about
And
it. Like, you save up just $100 more. The Falcon is yours.
Yeah, I'd much rather have the Millennium Falcon.
Also,
Like-
it's like a way better price per part ratio to get the Falcon too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, this one does have bigger pieces. I'd like to see like a price to weight ratio as well.
I think you've mentioned that in previous podcasts.
Because price to part isn't a perfect system.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, okay, at Virginia, there was a yard sale. There was a Star Destroyer there. It has basically the same visual
Wait, which one?
appeal. I think it was a 2000...
Was it the first UCS?
It was the one with, like, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Was it the Super Star Destroyer? or the Star
Oh,
Destroyer?
the
No,
2006
just the
one.
Star Destroyer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just like, you know, I could get that, have the same, basically, like, display value, even though maybe it's smaller and stuff, but I could get that for way cheaper,
Didn't
you
it have a
know?
light up?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to remember how much the UCS Super Star Destroyer cost. It was less, definitely.
Yeah, I
It
think
was definitely
like
less. I think
350 or something
500.
like that.
Look, like, here is
400.
a picture of the Super Star Destroyer UCS, which I actually like better,
Yeah.
honestly.
The Executor.
That's
Yeah.
because
Also,
it
you get a normal
has
Star
more,
Destroyer, with
like,
these guys.
detail work, I think, with the...
It comes with better minifigures, too.
And way more minifigs, yeah.
And sort of a scene. Kind of. If that counts.
I'm trying to see... Oh, no, that's not Brickset. What the original price for this one was. I feel like it was $300 to $400.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's accurate.
But where is it? Super Star Destroyer. Here we go. Yeah, it was $400 when it was
All
new,
right.
and so it's $200 less. It had 3,152 pieces, which is only like 1,000 less pieces, actually, isn't it?
I think, yeah.
Okay, almost 2,000. About 1,500 less pieces
So, like,
around
I
there.
don't know what, other than the large pieces,
And
is
more
making
minifigures,
this
like I said.
so expensive.
And I just think this one's more. This one looks bigger to me, honestly. That's the way it's
Might
built.
be, I guess. I don't know.
They also don't give good, like, reference for this Star Destroyer, I guess, the new one.
Thing is,
Yeah, we
like,
don't
they
really
make
know
so
how-
many, like, there's so many Star
I think there is a
Destroyers
designer
like this
video.
that are, like, of different sizes in the movies anyway.
Yeah, there's definitely a
So,
designer video.
Like,
It's-
they literally just take this and just
All
blow
right,
it up
so
a bit. So,
just a second. Let me get a shot from this thumbnail on the designer video. It doesn't look that big to me for the price.
really.
Yeah, just a second. Where'd it go? Why don't I see it
Did you
here?
lose your thing?
Oh, here we are. So yeah, there's the thumbnail from the video.
That,
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look
that doesn't
that
look
big,
big.
honestly. Like, Again,
That's like maybe the length of your arm, I think, is the right amount of...
I think it might be
measurement.
shorter than my arm.
I don't know how long your arms are, man. I think you have really long arms also.
Yes, I have abnormally long limbs. That's why I can't touch my toes, because my torso is too short.
Well, that's
What?
not my problem.
That's not...
I don't know what you want me to do about that,
Can
man.
you just
I can't
stretch a
bend
bit?
far
Like-
enough. No, it's just literally because of how it works. I can't bend down enough, and then my hands go out further.
Well then.
Okay.
This is...
I'm not explaining it right, but no, I can't
Yeah,
touch
it
my
looks-
toes. I've
it
never
looks
been able to.
way too small. I'm sorry.
Again, this
Also,
just
it
brings
looks-
up my point of, like, I could get a different Star Destroyer, and I think I'd just be just as happy with that, if not happier, with, like, more minifigures, or I'd saved a lot more money with it, you know?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Also, it just
And
looks.
overall, I'd still rather have the UCS slave.
Yeah,
one.
it generally it just looks really really monotone in that shot, which is understandable
Star Destroyers
because it's
are.
just gray. But they could have added like some dark gray here and there that's not really visible in this picture, at least to me. Like there's some on the side, but it's not. It's not as much to have some kind of like visual contrast. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It doesn't.
So, yeah,
it's not
I'm
like
not
striking to the
interested in
eye.
it.
It's just kind of like
Honestly,
Well,
boring.
yeah,
it's not
because
even
the whole thing is gray.
It's not even like interesting to look at like the
Yeah.
UCS Falcon was.
see...
It's not
Yeah.
because of the gray
movies-
either. It's just because there's not as much stuff. Like the Falcon has the inside and everything, and it has different shapes and stuff.
And like not
And
only does
different
it have
colors,
like
though, as well.
like on
and-
the exterior side of things though, it's got like depth to the exterior. Like there's little like inner holes that have like intricate details and all that.
Now, like I
Yeah.
said, this does look really fun to build, though. Just because of the various snot techniques and the different angles it has.
Mhm.
But here's the thing. At Brick Fair, they had quite a few Star Destroyers on display from like, you know, mock makers and all that. And they had like full interior space and all that.
Yeah.
And one of them had like a full like fold up TIE fighters that could fit into it. Like that's so cool. Like why couldn't they put some kind of interior in this? Like all they had
Yeah.
to do was like I don't know, lift up that little bridge section and it could have been just
The Superstar
bridge.
Destroyer had that.
Yeah, but like do that, just make it bigger. Like make it actually like to scale a bridge section of a Star Destroyer.
What happened to the Superstar Destroyer in Star Wars lore?
You didn't
Really?
see Return of the Jedi, man?
Did it blow up?
Yeah.
Remember
yeah,
the
it blew up. It
A-Wing that
stabbed.
kamikazes?
It stabbed
No.
the Death Star. And then blew up.
Bruh.
Ah.
I haven't seen Return of the Jedi in a long time, actually, like 3 years or so.
I was making a shanky
Bro.
motion while saying that. Is that weird?
Why don't I
Yes.
remember this?
Well, I'll have to show you the scene later, I guess, but
Wow.
this is sad. This saddens me.
Yeah, it's been a long time, honestly, since I've rewatched Star Wars.
That is a problem in itself that I will address later, okay?
I just haven't been in a Star Wars mood lately. Maybe when The Mandalorian comes out.
I've been
The
hearing not
Mandalorian
so good
does
things
look
about
good.
that show, but that's not the time to talk about
But
that.
no one knows anything about it still.
Well, the
John
actors are starting
Favreau's
to
making
say
it,
some
so-
choice words about how it might not be very, very good. But
People are always like that.
eh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if the actors are saying
Especially
it,
about
then,
Star Wars. Let's...
The actors?
Yeah.
That sounds like a bunch of just junk.
Oh. Right.
Alright, let's move on to LEGO ideas. So, we have the batch for what's going in for the second 2019 review.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go over them in order?
Yeah, because I've got individual pictures of all of them.
Okay.
So, there's some interesting pics here, and I feel like there's some that we get just every single wave now.
Mm-hmm.
Like this first one,
Another
The
space
obligatory
shuttle.
space set.
Yeah, and it's not even the only one.
And why do I
And
think
this
this is the one
specific
that's going to
way.
win? I would be so
This is too big.
disappointed if this wins.
This is
I
too
don't
big
think it's going to win.
They've done too many space things, and this is like way too big.
Yeah, this one's like very large.
I do know there are a lot of people like at my college who only buy the NASA Lego sets.
But are they only into NASA?
Yeah.
Then that's why.
And they're boring.
I know that's why they're doing all of these, but it just seems odd to me that there's such a big market for the space stuff.
Does this person say about how many pieces they use?
It might. I don't have their thing pulled up at the moment. Darn it, I actually lost the link to the blog post.
Okay, so this one over here is a space shuttle that is 2-scale 2 minifigures. Has opening, payload, and bay doors. Detailed cockpit. Ooh.
I don't
Love
really
me
like
some
the
landing
cockpit.
gear.
I don't like cockpits without glass.
I don't think you like cockpits in general.
Well, do you like flying in a plane where the cockpit has no glass on it?
If I'm not in the cockpit,
Let's see.
it's basically like hang gliding, but like really fast.
And you can't breathe.
Well,
And
I
you
can
die.
breathe because I'm not in the. I'm not in the.
I
bed.
don't see anything about the piece count. I wouldn't be
Yeah, I
surprised
can't
if he
see
didn't
one.
actually count the pieces. I wouldn't.
Yeah, this person does not even try to detail how many pieces this takes. They have a crazy amount of hashtags in it, though.
Well, that's how you get sponsors.
Yeah. Yeah, they got their sponsorship deal.
All right,
Like
let's
this
move
podcast.
on.
We were
Unless there's
sponsored
anyone
by
else-
Audible.
I wish we had a sponsor, but no one would waste money on us.
But we have patrons.
Bruh.
Okay, they're
So
kind of our
clearly
sponsors.
Some people. This
Let's
this
move on
episode
to the
was sponsored
Thunderbirds.
by our patrons.
Does anyone know what the Thunderbirds are? Because honestly, I don't.
I do.
Oh,
At least
good.
a little bit. There was a TV show about them. They were a
Yeah.
little bit like Voltron, but they didn't combine.
There were also
Okay.
puppets.
And they're like
At least
Voltron without the fun part.
My siblings were really into this. I never got into it, but I remember like it was that kind of TV show from that era. I think.
What era?
The
I'm looking it up real quick.
It's kind of like the
Thunderbirds
campy
are
rescue
dope.
show kind of thing.
Those micro figures they have on this one are way too
Too detailed.
detailed for a micro figure. You don't see that kind of detail on
Though,
micro
props
figures.
to them for being able to do stuff like that as fans, you know.
Yeah, but it
Really cool.
won't.
Well, these are
show
renders,
like
I
that.
believe.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
wow, I didn't know
but
that there was
still.
an original show for this. I've
Render.
only seen the animated version. Turns out there's like a stop motion one, and it's like
Yeah, it's got
really
puppets.
freaky.
Oh,
Great.
that's creepy. Okay.
I only saw the animated one. Bruh.
idea there was an animated one, so
I only knew about like the actual Air Force Thunderbirds.
That's weird.
Okay.
What else
Yeah,
was there a
okay.
thing?
The one I was looking at was the 1982.
Oh my
one.
goodness, the original one is freaky.
That's what I said. Hang on a second.
Images. Yeah.
This is the one that
Let
I'm
me just
familiar
second.
with.
Okay.
yeah, I'm not
Thunderbirds.
familiar with that one.
Yeah.
This one is the one you were.
That's
Yeah, that's not the one I. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this is the one that I saw was definitely Japanese. Yep. That's.
So, wait, was this real?
It's really Japanese.
Yes, it
yeah.
was.
Yeah, it was.
okay.
It has a
this is-
huge cult following.
Why?
Because people love that stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
But the
on,
Japanese one had more cultural diversity in it.
I'm
And
not
more
them,
fan service,
okay?
actually.
I can't explain why they
A lot
like
more
it.
fan. Wow.
Well, I
They
mean, the
dolled
first
her
thing
up.
is obvious, but Japanese things usually don't have a lot of diversity in them.
This one actually does. It has like one black
Are
guy.
we really having this discussion?
Lots of diversity right there.
And it's
Well,
got a
for an
red head
anime-
and a chick.
Oh, I didn't put the image into the podcast. The fans can now look at the horror.
It's
Ugh.
I mean, the one that you posted has way less diversity in it.
Well, we got a guy with glasses.
That kind of looks
This
like
one
light,
has a
you
guy
know?
with glasses and a tall guy. So
There are
that's diverse.
tall guys are not represented in the stop motion version. This is why stop motion is just a bad medium.
Wow.
If you do stop motion, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not going to acknowledge any of that.
Disavow.
Stop motion animators hate diversity.
Bruh.
Stop motion animators cause racial tension.
Is this how we're going to avoid having our stuff labeled as kids content?
Yeah, this is how
Oh,
we're
we
gonna get
gotta
around
do
the
something
YouTube
now.
overlords.
We're just gonna make fun of like serious issues.
Yep. Yeah, we should probably talk about that at some point, I suppose.
There's
I
two
need to
play- we
stop
don't.
looking at-
The info keeps going back and forth at this
Ah,
point. There's no use
jeez.
talking about till we know.
All right.
Okay.
It
So-
might not be as bad as we think. It might
But
be
if
worse.
it is, then you'll tell by the title about racial diversity and tension.
So
and
next
stuff
up,
like
we
that.
have one.
Wait, hang on a second. They
Pursuit
don't
of
have the
Flight.
girl.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like they
In
don't have the
the
full
Lego
cast,
Ideas
just
one, they
have
don't have baby
Legos.
girl.
Nope.
Point
They-
is, Thunderbirds are Thunderbirds, but Thundercats.
Right.
Ha.
Pursuit Flight.
Pursuit
Huh.
Flight. Pursuit
one's
of
Pursuit
Flight.
of
So
Flight.
like the original
It
flying.
doesn't look like
More
Pursuit of Flight. They're
It
shooting
says
at each
Pursuit
other.
Wow,
of
what
Flight.
an amazing
Well, yeah, isn't that the
dueling
Red
It
Baron?
means
plane.
Pursuit of Flight.
Yeah, it's,
like
it's,
there's a
it's the Red Baron and the
pursuit.
Sop with Camel. You don't know these guys?
Curse you, Red Baron!
Yeah, I do. And that's why I was saying it wasn't the Pursuit of Flight. Like they weren't pursuing flight. They're trying to shoot each other.
True. So
At first,
why
when I
is this
saw
not the
this, I
right
was like,
flyer?
oh, because they're like at the beginning of when flying was really a thing. So it's like in the pursuit of learning how to
True.
fly.
She's got a point.
So that was the closest I could think for it, but I hadn't noticed that they were like. shooting
Also,
at each other.
I'm
I-
fairly certain each of these is supposed to have 3 blades on the propellers. Maybe. I gotta look this up.
Offhand, I don't know what. Hang on a second.
Yeah. You look up the Red Baron. I'll look up the Sop with Camel.
No, the Southwest Camel only has 2 blades on the
What?
propeller.
I should know this.
Was this your area of expertise? Yeah, they only do have 2.
Bruh, Lego got it wrong.
I feel like I have failed.
Oh yeah,
Why?
Lego did a
Didn't I?
Southwest Camel, didn't they?
Yeah, they did the Sop with Camel
Ah.
twice, and both times, I'm fairly certain, both times they did a 3-blade propeller.
Let me
I've got
see.
the first
Wow.
one back at home.
And at least the later
Yeah.
one, it has 2 blades.
That's what I'm thinking.
Huh.
So yeah, Lego got it right.
They corrected it. Interesting.
I only remember there being one.
Okay.
You know,
You only remember there being one propeller?
Yeah.
2012. You're saying there's an earlier one?
yeah, it came out in like 2000 or 2001, something like that.
Sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, that one. I found it. That's a really old one.
Yeah,
There's a Lego Red Baron.
yeah.
Try.
They made a lot of like adult-oriented stuff back then. People just don't realize it.
I never knew about these.
They made, like,
yeah, that
a
also only had 2
minifigure
blades
sculpture.
forward.
They made,
Maybe you
like-
built it wrong.
I wasn't the one who built it. It was my dad, which is
Bro.
totally
Maybe your dad
possible.
Well
built it
then.
wrong.
Also, I'm pretty sure
We-
it came with that. Wait, it has a 2? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
What? Maybe I'm just misremembering. I don't
Bruh.
know.
Anyway,
I'm so
I don't like this set
confused.
very much. I find it pretty boring.
I like this
Yeah.
a lot.
I'm-
Does it move?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure it
Pretty
does.
sure since
I assume it's on a
large
motor.
slots, they
Probably
go
it's a gear
back and
system.
forth probably.
Next up is one I'm sure will not be approved because I'm pretty sure it falls into the realm of modular buildings, which is an existing theme. A modular building has never been approved through ideas before.
Yeah.
But it looks so cool.
It's really nicely done. At least
Yeah.
in my opinion. What are the pieces that he's using for the swirly things? Are those the same swirly things that were on some of the dragons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Woo's Dragon has them. I believe.
Okay.
No. It's not that one. No,
Lloyd's
the Lloyd's Dragon.
Yeah,
Okay.
the movie one.
I was pretty sure I'd seen them in Ninjago.
Oh, they
but I
also have the
wasn't-
snakes.
Sure.
Bunch of snakes.
Yeah, there's some of the gargoyles are made out of the snake head's Clancy's head, actually,
yeah.
specifically.
Hmm.
That's actually really clever. Where are the lion's heads from?
They're from like an old castle
That's a
theme.
very old piece, actually. And in fact,
Do they
I don't
still
even know
make
if that
those?
piece exists anymore.
Yeah, it might not. I don't know.
I could keep asking what different pieces are from, though. Because there's a lot of pieces here where I'm just like, I did not know that piece was a thing.
I know of most of these. Some
What's
of them
the-
are just turned, like the candle holder pieces are turned
Candle.
to blow the balcony and make that.
Oh, hey.
You know what I'm
look at
talking
that.
about?
Yeah.
If-
Cool.
I don't know if they're candle holders exactly, but I
No,
know
they're like,
of
they're
that
like
piece.
rod clips, I think they're called. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are the thingies that I'm not sure how to describe them. They look like two swirls on top of each other with a gem in the middle on either side
That
of the bottom
piece I
floor
can't
thing.
place, actually.
Oh,
Because it looks like a normal clip.
It's some kind of headdress thing. It plugs into the turban.
Really?
Yeah, the old turban it like plugged into.
Oh, that
Okay.
makes sense. Because I was thinking, in what context would
I
someone
think it
have
came with
that?
like a genie or something, like some kind of CMF.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And then we have the musketeer sword for the things on the top.
Overall, it's nice. It's just I know it's not gonna.
I
make
don't think it actually. The more closer I look at it, though, I don't feel like the structure matches up, or like really holds a candle to what Lego does with modular buildings, though. There's a lot of
Yeah.
more basic techniques
Yeah,
used
it's
in this.
It's also too
It looks better
uniform.
from a distance.
It's too uniform. Like
It's very
Yeah.
straightforward.
yeah, Lego likes
I
to
think.
do something like different where each level is very different looking, but still matches up really well. But
I'll
this
be
doesn't have
surprised
that.
if this one is approved.
Well, yeah, also because of the whole modular building thing, and this also has a lot of
But
minifigures,
the
so-
next one.
This
next
is the
one?
one we've talked about this several times. Actually,
This is the
Yeah.
one that
Oh,
everyone
boy.
wants.
I mean, it's gonna be a long time until we find out. I didn't realize it was this far behind, actually. The
Far behind
office.
what?
Until it got into review.
Look, if they do another space thing instead of this,
I don't think they're gonna do space.
but do
They
you
might-
think
if
they're
they
gonna
do
do
space,
this?
It'll be a smaller
I
one,
hope
though.
so.
I mean, they definitely won't do it at this scale. If
No.
do,
They
it would
could
be more
actually.
like a
No,
Friends.
the $100 to $200 range idea sets are becoming very common.
But at this
But-
scale,
I
what
don't
would
think that they would
price
do it
at?
sprawling out like that. I haven't seen Lego do anything like that. I mean, I could
Well,
be wrong.
We have
But-
ideas has made them do a lot of things we've never seen them do.
I mean,
something
I'm
like
thinking
before.
like now
That's true.
that if they do end up doing something like this, they're probably gonna scrunch everything together to fit better,
Yeah.
like to be a bit
And
more
they might cut
a bit
down
more
minifigures,
MIDI scale, if you know what I mean.
and that would hurt.
Well,
I'm not
well, you
sure
see, like,
that they would.
do you see all the empty space in here? Like they're probably just gonna clear up all of that empty space. It'll be very busy, but it'll clear
They
up the
might
clutter.
do some. I don't think they majorly scale it down. I could see it being a $150 set.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Would
Like,
you
if
buy
they
it for
scale back some of the
$150?
Oh,
space,
totally.
they can make it price.
What's the
effective.
upper limit of what you would pay for this?
Like 500.
Shoot. I should probably still watch this. I
Yeah.
say this every time that it comes up, but I don't like watching.
Yeah, if it
things
were
on
that
my
much, I don't like The Office that much. Okay, it's good,
I
but
do.
it's not that good.
I
Okay.
say
Okay.
it's best watched in a group of some sort
Okay, yeah.
with someone else. You know.
I
It's
can-
on
I can agree
Netflix,
with
right?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched
The
it
thing is,
all
I'm
by
gonna
myself,
see like
but
7 episodes in a row, and then I'm not gonna see any of the rest of it for like 4 months. So
No, you see like the first 2 episodes and you're hooked. You know that. That's how it is,
I saw the first 2 episodes already.
Bruh.
bruh.
So let's move on because we've talked about that one a lot. To the
Yeah.
medieval blacksmith. I feel like we've had several ideas like this before and they're never approved.
Oh, I thought the one with them was approved. The one with the it wasn't the fisherman's hut, but that one.
it was
Yeah,
like
Well, no,
the
that's
medieval
not.
doesn't
And that's
count.
not the in the medieval realm. I mean,
Oh, okay, but visually and aesthetically speaking, I think it's fairly similar.
I wouldn't say so.
It
I
has
don't
the
see
same
this
type
going
of like
through.
textured look to it.
Yeah,
I think
that's more what I mean.
aesthetically.
I don't see this one going through, honestly, just because these types of ideas have a history of not making it through.
Which is a shame, because I really do like this one.
I like it too. I mean, I liked the other ones they've done better than this one, though.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I just like the color
Like,
scheme,
which one?
'cause
Wasn't there like a
this-
mill one?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think so,
now.
yeah. Honestly,
So-
then, this is one of the ones that I personally like the best out of these, but, yeah.
So, next up is another one we've talked about. And I didn't really think it would get this far, Winnie the Pooh.
Bruh.
Oh,
I like the idea of Winnie the Pooh set. I
But
do not like the execution of this one.
yeah,
It always every time I see Piglet's face, I lose it. It's so
It
weird.
looks like Pig from Batman.
wow.
It just...
like, okay, Disney could release their own Winnie the Pooh thing, you know, and
They could.
hopefully that could turn out better than
I don't even like
this.
the building that much for this
Watch
one. I'm
as this is the
sorry.
one that wins, guys.
Yeah, it would be.
Lego
a
would
shame
have to
for
do
this
some
to go
major
up against The
alteration.
Office, and The Office
And
doesn't
Oh, yeah,
win.
absolutely.
Disney would
They would
Well, here's the
get
thing, like,
super
much.
involved.
If this wins, The Office doesn't win. But if The Office wins, this
Also,
doesn't.
the issue with this, Lego would have to simultaneously release another Winnie the Pooh set because I don't think they would release this without doing proper molding to the
True.
heads. And it would have to be like the Mickey and Minnie one where, they technically didn't make new molds from because they released the other minifigures simultaneously with them.
And
Yeah.
do something about Eeyore, please.
I'm more
Bruh.
concerned about Piglet, Tigger, and Rabbit.
Yeah, but Eeyore. He needs more
Tigger
definition.
looks like he's T-posing to assert dominance.
And he's, like, way bigger than the rest of
Yeah,
them.
he's not just asserting dominance once. He's asserting it twice. He's doing the
That's
arms
why
and
he's
the
so much
legs. So
The wonderful thing about Tiggers is they're coming for you.
Next up is the one that probably is the most likely.
no.
We already had something a lot like this, though.
We did.
So I don't think it's likely.
But Lego seems to love... We've had
They
so
like
many
space too
space-themed
much.
ones.
No more space.
Honestly, I know y'all are like too much space, and I agree there are too many space things, but this is really nice.
We've just gotten so many variations of all of these in Lego form before.
I know. I know. I just have NASA friends who would appreciate these as gifts. So,
Variations
Well,
on
there's a
theme
lot more
dinosaur.
space gifts you can get at this
there's
point.
plenty of space out in space.
This is true.
Yeah. So, yeah, I hope it doesn't win because I'll be upset, especially when there's other cool ones this way. So next up, we have one that I just only realized now was a thing, and that is the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, we never talked about this before, have we?
I don't
I don't
remember
think we
it
did.
ever getting in the news.
Yeah, I want to see if there's.
Yeah.
any
Yeah,
pictures with this
I don't
one.
actually. This might be my first time seeing it. So.
I lost the picture just a second.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
any thoughts, impressions? Is this the Disney Haunted Mansion?
Yeah,
What is this?
it's
Yeah.
Disneyland.
Yeah. First.
So-
Oh, that's why it's
impressions,
50.
Though, I
That's why it's what?
like it.
That's why it's 50th.
Yeah.
I like
I'm
it.
So,
just-
I have no connection to the Haunted Mansion Disneyland. I have this prejudice against Disneyland themed stuff because I want more Disney World themed stuff instead. And for some reason, Disneyland actually gets more exclusive, like, themed merchandise than Disney World all the time for some reason.
Well, California's pretty big.
The Disney World gets more visitors,
But it was
though.
also their first theme park.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope this one doesn't win. I don't think it will, also because there's Disney parks is kind of a theme now, and that kind of violates the policy.
Also,
Oh.
like as interesting as
know
it
if
is,
they've-
it's just too boring. Like it has.
Would Disney
organ
rides
and a
be
piano.
different?
It's not a
Really?
great representation. I'd hope Lego would fix it up.
Yeah, it has an organ and a piano. Like, just pick one. You don't need both, do you?
Yes.
Like,
Wait a
I
minute.
need
some of
my
the stuff
organs.
just
I might be
when I'm
I might
playing
be
piano.
crazy.
Okay.
This
What?
It says Haunted Mansion 50th anniversary, so I assume, but this actually doesn't look like the Disneyland Haunted Mansion.
I mean, I was thinking this one looked fairly familiar.
Yeah,
but
because the
what would I
Disneyland
know?
Haunted Mansion is New Orleans themed.
I mean,
because it's
one
in
thing that
Orleans
isn't
Square.
really selling the project for me is the fact that, like, he has minifigures for it of the ghosts.
I actually didn't look at the
But none of the
building too close
minifigures
before
are
this.
actually in the render of the
Okay,
set.
no, okay, this is the Disney World Haunted Mansion. It's just not a good representation of it.
None of them are in the set, so it's hard to see them interacting with it. So I don't know where the ghosts actually go.
So,
like, what display value
I'm not
would
going
this
to put
have?
this in the podcast because it'll be too hard. You can look it up. But here's a reference to the actual Haunted Mansion. For one,
Yeah.
just the way it does stuff, like the greenhouse type room at the end there, it's not represented very well at all.
It's hard to
not,
get that
but
shape in Lego anyway.
Yeah, I don't necessarily blame them for that.
It's too scaled down, I think, to get
It
all
does
the
look
necessary
really small.
detailed. And again, like that wall there that's flat on the left,
On the left,
in the
yeah.
actual mansion is very not flat.
I don't see you making it any better, man.
I mean, like, yeah.
No, I could build this better.
Yeah, I
But you
agree.
didn't.
It looks like he was
Not
trying to
yet.
build it from memory, which is, it's a good attempt. It's a good attempt. I can't fault him for that. But it just doesn't.
Yeah,
It looks.
It also doesn't make sense because 50th anniversary.
Yeah, that's what
it's
it looks
not
like. It
quite
looks like
yet.
just a concept pitch, which is all that this really is.
It's still 2 years until this Haunted Mansion has a 50th anniversary.
So, yeah.
Because, the Haunted Mansion for Disneyland is 2 years. No, this year, yeah. It opened in 1969 at Disney World, so that's 50th anniversary this year, yet it looks totally different.
I mean, again, it looks alright. Just,
Come on, I want to know when the Disney World one opens specifically. It's only coming with the Disneyland one, though. Okay. 71, 2 years, that's what I thought. 47 years ago. So, it's also inaccurate in the description.
Well.
Wow. Inaccuracy.
Next up, we have the Seven Dwarfs house, and this one I like.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I think that's very cute. Very small.
Oh, good. More
I think that this
Disney.
one has a fair chance. I mean, it's a lot of minifigures, but
Disney likes letting their idea sets for them go through, too.
Yeah.
yeah. So this would not be a hard one for them to get the rights to. So
But The Office.
I mean,
Well, more than one can be approved.
But what if
I
The
mean, part of
Office
my-
doesn't?
I don't think one getting approved actually affects another one not getting approved.
You never know.
do you
I'd
think
rather
that
The Office still. Do you think what?
Do you think that perchance the number of minifigures would be a problem with this set getting through?
Nah.
No.
Okay.
This isn't like bad like The Office. This is appropriate.
I mean, it's 7.
And they're also got short legs.
Also, 8 if
so-
they
you
decide
can't
to
have
include
the Seven
Snow White.
Dwarfs house and not have the Seven Dwarfs occupying the house.
Oh, absolutely.
It just doesn't compute.
Oh, wait. No. That's why I'm confused. This is the second Office project. There is one in the first 2019 review of The Office.
And didn't pass.
No. They're still reviewing that.
They're still
Bruh.
doing 2 Office sets at the same time.
Oh, man.
Obviously, they're very similar because it's based off the same thing. The other one has thicker wall. This is
So,
weird.
if the first one gets...
If the first one doesn't pass, the second one's not gonna pass. So
So, which one would you guys rather get past? The one with all the
The
white
first
walls
one,
all the
because-
way around it?
they're gonna alter it either way. But
Why do you want the
I
first one?
thought that's why I was saying earlier that I didn't think The Office was this far back in review.
Okay.
Okay, that would make sense. But why do you want the first one?
Because if the first one is basically the only chance, the second one's not going to get approved. The first one does not.
Because, you know, it's basically the same
What if they just
thing.
mesh the two?
Sorry, what did the
basically?
first one have again? Can you look a picture of it?
They won't because of
You-
that. There'd be legal
scroll to the bottom
issues.
of the article and it shows a
Not
picture
legal
of all the
issues.
ones.
But people
does
get
it?
upset
That are in
because
review.
there's one designer for one, I believe, and one designer for the other.
Oh, what do you know?
I have not 100% confirmed that. I'm just going
You
to
can see
assume that
pictures.
this guy didn't submit the Office project twice.
Bruh.
Okay, that's really weird. But also the fact that it won twice, like,
That's
will
a good
hopefully
indicator.
consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that also explains why I was like, I was sure that there was a pirate one. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought there
Yes,
was
that
a
one's-
different mansion
We
one.
should get, within the next couple of months, this should be confirmed.
Okay, well, that'll go well.
I don't know when
yeah.
historically the second reviews come up. Do you guys remember? I've never really
shoot.
kept track of that for some reason, and I should
I don't
have.
know offhand.
I know sometime
Well, I mean,
it's gonna
that
gotta
one
come
says fall 2019, so
So,
after September 20th, we might know. I don't know.
up. Where does? Oh, you're right. It does say coming call 2019,
Yeah.
but it could be late.
then-
It could be
Yeah.
November.
Hold on, what is the infographic saying? for
That's
this?
winter.
This says results coming.
Oh yeah, we
early
did. We talked about this
2020.
review just the other day, and I don't know. It's so weird that there's two versions of The Office in there.
Hey, there's demand for it.
Again, it's promising.
Yeah.
Because it shows, no, seriously, we really do want
Yeah,
this.
like this isn't just 10,000 anymore. It's 20,000 people.
Or 10,000
this.
people voting twice. Durr.
Yeah,
Well, a lot of them probably do cross over.
so at
was
least
my thought.
15,000 people. It's a lot.
It's
the only
at
other
least-
time that this has happened
Yeah.
is with Legend of Zelda, I believe. And Lego Nintendo, that's like the ultimate license that Lego's never got at this
True.
point, is Nintendo.
Very true.
Yeah.
Like, anything else has been made into Lego that you could want,
Well, hey.
except for Nintendo.
Well, hey, they've got Overwatch now, and Overwatch is coming to Switch.
I don't
Can
think
we
that
make it
changes-
happen?
I mean,
Getting Overwatch characters into Smash.
I
No,
mean, if
please
Sans
no.
can get into Smash, okay.
Look,
That's
you
not that far
You already
off,
let
actually.
some
I
random
know it's
guy.
not. That's the problem.
You already let some random Xbox fighter guy into Smash. Like,
It's not random XX Fighter 4.
who is he then?
Are you talking about Terry Bogard?
Yeah, that one.
Well, I didn't know either, but this guy at college was telling me this is like a really big thing because basically, I forget what the name of his game was, but it was like a direct competitor to Street Fighter. And
Yeah.
the company's been at war for so long that him and Ryu, there's never a chance of them being in the same game and fighting
But
each other
now-
ever.
But
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Huh. Well then.
So yeah, it's a big deal to some people. I didn't know who he is necessarily, though he looked familiar. But I can appreciate that not every character is for me. That other people have their favorite characters in there.
Cool.
All
Wow.
3 of them.
Actually, if I really cared about any of the DLC characters,
I don't
Who-
know. Would you
Joker,
care?
Gnome, Banjo. I haven't played Banjo Kazooie
But
either.
Piranha Plant.
You said you really
right?
wanted Banjo and Kazooie.
Piranha Plant wasn't part of it. I wanted it just because people wanted it. I wanted people to be happy, and it was iconic.
They are pretty iconic.
It's
And-
a good.
Joker,
It's a good
Banjo,
thing, though.
Hero. Yeah, I haven't played Dragon Quest either. I mean, Hero's really fun to play as.
I haven't tried playing him yet.
No, it's a very highly skill based.
now
It's
they
probably
have
the
Terry
second highest
Crews.
skill based.
Right?
Not yet. He's not in it yet. Isn't come out.
Did no one catch
But-
that?
No.
Terry Crews.
I don't know who Terry Crews
You don't know who
is.
Terry Crews is?
I don't know of any famous Terrys.
Do you know Mel?
Terrence?
Who?
Do you know who Terry Crews is?
Tom Cruise's brother?
No! Oh, man. Have you not seen the Old Spice commercials?
The
The really good
Old
ones.
Spice commercials?
That guy.
That guy.
Wasn't
Okay.
he also, like, on America's Got Talent?
I don't know.
Like, he was one of the people
I think he was
for...
on like Brooklyn Nine-Nine or something like that. Which I think is a show that none of you have seen.
Yeah, he was. He was, but I didn't see it.
Wow. That just
Okay.
wow.
All right, since we're kind of off topic now, it's about time we wrap up this episode. It's been a slow news week.
Do we have any last thoughts on these things?
On their idea sets, I'd want either since this second office won't be approved, my ideas are slanted now.
Listen,
Bruh.
Lego, baby.
I don't know.
Listen.
I like the Seven Dwarfs.
I do like the Seven Dwarfs one, and if we don't get one of the other ones, I really like that one.
That's the only one that I particularly want. Honestly, there's other ones I kind of like the idea of, but I don't like the execution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want that Winnie the Pooh one, man. It's just
oh yeah. Perfect.
Winnie
Exactly
Pooh
the way
reminds
it
me-
is.
Remember
That's
that
just all I
Shrek one a
want.
while ago? With snails?
That's what this reminds me of, actually.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I forgot Lego Minions is coming next year.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
So
you
is
have
Trolls.
to remind us?
Okay, that one I
Bruh.
had not forgotten about.
Bruh.
Yeah, I remember Trolls Minions, because Minions... Yeah, whatever. We'll talk about that when it gets there. So, shout out to our patrons, whose names are displayed up there.
The cool ones.
Yes. They give us money to pay for stuff which we didn't end up using at Breakfair, but will use in the future.
Wait, I thought you did.
No, we couldn't
tried,
get it to work.
But it wouldn't.
Like, our recording device was not working.
And we couldn't
Oh,
get
yeah,
to work
also,
in time,
they,
so...
they advertised it coming with a cord, or like an AV cord, right? But then it didn't come
Yeah,
with
and
an
we
AV
had-
cord.
We bought the cord, too. And...
Yeah, by the
Still
time we
didn't
got
work.
the
Oh,
cord,
yeah, I remember
it was
that.
already too late. We were, like...
No, it wasn't too late. That's when the audio device, the recorder, would not hold a charge.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Ryan may have done something to
So-
it and screwed it up.
Oh, great.
But I also heard this is a problem that some people have, and you gotta contact the manufacturer, which I'm sure Ryan has not done, and I sent it back with him.
Nice.
Bruh.
Why?
Why would you send
Would
it
you
back
do
with
that?
him knowing that he's not going to get it
Because my
done?
suitcase was right at the weight limit. I couldn't hold anything else. I sent my Mox back with Mace.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Be sure to like, comment. Well, you still can.
Thanks,
boy.
YouTube.
Subscribe to the channel and get notifications. Join our Discord server and talk about Lego. That's what it's there for, actually. Some people
Yeah.
don't believe it, but it is.
Yeah.
Rip.
And be on the lookout for new things coming. I have a few ideas there in hiatus just because I am so swamped at the moment. But I do have things I'm working on, specifically in Ninjago area, which I should probably transfer who's editing that video at this point
Yeah.
to someone else. Because that one's actually all recorded and done on my end. And I really want it to come out.
Yeah.
So, for Ford, Klenda, Malaris, and myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.
See you next time.
Have a good one.